keep his effort very workmanlike, control it with the jab, and then let Hughes walk into trouble if he can. Now, if Hughes can get his jab going, he'll be a different fighter as well.
Good hook on the inside by James Hughes. Remember, he stunned Rupa with a hook. I believe it was in round 1. So he's sure he has power in that punch. There's Rupa with a right hand. And things are getting a little wilder here. Well, we told you neither man was a stylist, and that is for sure. Hughes even less so than Nick Rupa.
And when you're in row 17 and you see guys firing shots from the side, it looks good. That's why the crowd gets into those type of fights when they're into this.
A little over a minute left to go here in round 5. It's scheduled for 12. Referee Lawrence Cole getting between the two fighters. He wants to make sure that there's not too many roughhouse tactics. And really, neither of these guys are dirty fighters. They may be brawler types, but they are not dirty.
And when they come together, what he'll be looking for is if they work out of the inside. If they do, he'll continue to let it go like this.
Rupa getting the jab in. There's a left hook that gets there against Hughes.
Rupa disrupting the rhythm of Hughes here, really making him settle and reload to get his shots in.
Under a half minute left to go in round 5. Counter right by Hughes, but again a round in that, which I think Nick Rupa has taken the play away a little bit from him. Nice hook by Hughes. Certainly they've been close rounds though.
Only a few punches different, and Hughes has his moments, but over the course of a round, it's been Rupa.
Nice right hand by Hughes and a left hook. Now getting something done here against Rupa is James Hughes, and lands an uppercut at the bell. So the fans here got something to cheer about. Jerry Tillman's fired up.
He's got him in fun. Put it on back. See what I mean? All you got to do is get busy. Listen, every time you stand straight up and down, you get hit. You cannot stand straight up and down. Jab, 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 jab. Sneaky right hand and sit down hard on it, okay? Quit bending over. James, right. Where's this at? Boom, boom.
Well, they're beckoning Hughes to jab more, and here he lands the clubbing right hand, gets driven back by Rupa because he wasn't jabbing there. Rupa coming in looking for more damage. And then at the Hughes finds a little bit of range, just comes up a little short with the right hand. That one got in. Then he's around and wild on the side, and from another state brings that left hook.
And that one landed, as a matter of fact. We head into the 6th round, and Jerry Tillman telling his man, good advice, don't stand straight up, that's when you get hit. They want him to bend, and they want him to jab his way in. And there it is, and then there's the right hand. It didn't land, but it had a shot at landing at least.
It's something how fighters will take the corner's advice, they'll come right out and use it at the top of a round, maybe for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then often it's forgotten.
Strong jabs by Nick Rupa.
Well, another close round, and Hughes with a slight edge in punches landed. Again, one of those rounds that go either way on. Rupa seemed to control it.
Right hand sends Hughes reeling. And you're scoring, Dave?
I think Rupa doing pretty well in this fight so far after 5 rounds. Some close ones in there, but he's been more of a technical fighter here, and Hughes needs to fight more on emotion than Rupa does, and he hasn't really charged up that extra fuel yet.
Rupa making Hughes miss. He missed a couple of those, and it's been one of the attributes of Nick Rupa so far in this fight. His defense has been better than you expect.
Seen some pretty good head movement by Rupa, not staying right there in the path of Hughes, and Hughes doesn't throw straight punches anyway.
Rupa using the double jab to get in and throwing the right hand. Good body work. The key right now, I think, Dave, is the double jab of Rupa. It's just completely disrupting what Hughes wants to do.
And he's smothering Hughes, too, here with that.
Very good 6th round here for Nick Rupa.
Hughes needs to punch with some room, and there you see as Rupa's right on top of him. Hughes' punch goes on top and around him. So Rupa really has found his rhythm, and Hughes looking for that one shot here to turn it around for himself.
Right hand by Hughes, and another one, but in a round in which Nick Rupa has done such excellent work. James Hughes, the defending USBA welterweight champion, looks like he's digging a little hole for himself again tonight, as he did against Adrian Stone, though certainly not as dramatic as in the fight with Stone. But Nick Rupa, he is a blue-collar worker like Hughes, and he's working hard, and he just landed another good right hand.
Getting in, going to the side, and trying to get out. That's what Rupa's doing here.
So we had the round 7. We're past the halfway point now in this USBA title match.
Is the gray in your mustache or...
Rupa has to put his own mouthpiece in. It was kind of faulty up there. He's ready, though, for round 7 as James Hughes comes out to greet him. James Hughes, the USBA welterweight champion, 29-year-old. Rupa also 29. He is the challenger.
Well, Hughes needs to get that alarm clock going here and turn it up a little bit, because Rupa has been technically good in this fight, keeping Hughes off him.
A look at the punches in round 6, or through round 6. An edge for Rupa. Not a huge edge, but we feel like he's controlling this fight.
Almost by not only what he's doing, but the fact that you don't see Hughes really winding up and getting 3 and 4 punches together and really bringing the crowd to a frenzy.
No, and he needs that. He feeds off it.
If you're watching this at home, you just turn on, you know who the hometown fighter is. You can tell so much by the crowd how this fight would seem to be going. And Rupa has sort of kept them on the, they want something to happen, but they haven't really cut loose.
And even though Hughes, when he first came here, was certainly not the hometown guy when he fought Anthony Stevens, who's from here. In his fight with Stevens and Adrian Stone, he's won grudging respect for these folks. And then when he came around here in this ring tonight, they were rooting for him.
Yeah, he really played to it very well, too.
Good hook by James Hughes. Big hook by Rupa. Wow, that was a good one. That may have hurt Hughes. Is that possible? Can you hurt Hughes with a punch? I don't know. There goes Rupa from a left hook. He moved.
What a shot by Hughes. My gun versus your gun. They opened it up, and that's Hughes' fight now.
Nick Rupa is hurt. That left came from nowhere from James Hughes after he was whacked. Rupa's locked his mouthpiece. Now it is a shootout, and James Hughes loves it.
And you see him getting everything into a shot here. The crowd up on their feet. They were quiet a second ago, and Hughes trying to win it right now.
Well, now they go for the mouthpiece. Now, that was an appropriate call by the referee. You're supposed to wait until there's a lull in the action. But it's a big break for Nick Rupa. I'm going to tell you something about James Hughes as they put the mouthpiece into Rupa. He may be wild, but he measures his shots when he gets a guy hurt. He does not waste energy.
And he's better and more dangerous after he gets hit.
Big right by Hughes. Look how precise he is when he's got a guy hurt. It's almost the antithesis of the way he normally fights.
Look at his distance. It's exactly right. He's turning. He's got balance. He can win it right now. He does.
It's over. They throw the towel in, and Nick Rupa goes down. Well, you can do a lot to James Hughes, and this man, Nick Rupa, did it. But, man, you better get him down, and you better keep him down if you want to win a fight. He retains his USBA welterweight title.
Right after he got hit twice with strong left hooks, and it appeared that he was in some danger, Hughes turned it on and makes the most of his opportunity. Again, he's won only 40% of fights that have gone the distance. He does not want the judges having a say in his fight. He comes on, and we're seeing the guy get better and more confident fight by fight.
They're loving him here. This is a place, remember, he came here against Anthony Stevens. He was the out-of-towner from Mobile, Alabama, and now they love him.
All you got on is
we will take a look at the first knockdown.
Well, Rupa lands a big left hook. Now he gets Hughes in trouble again with the second one. So Hughes is there, and Rupa wants to open up. Tremendous right hand by Hughes. Caught Rupa going in, and down Rupa went. Hughes had been landing left hooks all night. Still looking for it. Tremendous left hook there, and you're going to see a towel flying across. Tremendous shot there by Hughes, and very deceiving power. 18 knockouts in 22 wins against a guy who was doing everything right just before he was stopped.
And let me make one more point before we go up to James Bellinger. As you look at James Hughes, Nick Rupa had never been down as a pro, and among the guys he had fought, James McCurt, Kevin Pompey, and Aaron Davis. Let's give the Outlaws some credit. Go now to James Bellinger up in the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen,